Hi there, and welcome to Live with Sujay, Black Women Leaders. And I always think the last show was the best, but they keep getting better and better because we have wonderful guests. Today, you're going to meet three women from the East End who have remarkable stories, doing remarkable things, serving our communities, making us look good, helping us read good things, helping us make sure we're in social media and publicized the right way. So you just stay tuned with us. Thank you for sharing this time. My first guest, Wendy Mills, welcome.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I am so honored. Thank you.
Oh, we're so delighted to have you. You're my neighbor, but you have a history here on the East End. Your family's here. Tell us how you got out to this area.
When I was about 8 years old and I was a Girl Scout in Brooklyn, my best friend had a house. They built a house out here. So, I'm older now,
Yeah.
much older.
Yeah, but Brooklyn was in the house, though.
Yeah. So I started coming out, and my parents, of course, with them.
Yes.
And they were best friends. And then when my brother had his children, they built a house in 78.
So our wonderful family, they've been on the
So-
show as well. Allison's been on the show.
Allison's been on the
So
show.
is she your niece?
Yeah, she is my niece, my brother's daughter.
Okay, Allison Stanley's been on the show, so we welcome her. So you are creative. I just got this little email, this buzz. You are the first, I think, in our community to have a beachside book party.
Yes.
About 8 women were organized on the beach of Sag Harbor Hills,
Yes.
and they were talking about this wonderful book of yours, Forgive and Live. And tell us the subtitle.
Right, Rwanda, From Genocide to Prosperity. And the reason I wrote that is because when I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina,
Yes.
I wanted to write a book. I've always wanted to write a book. I have many books that I have to finish, but this came in the newspapers. It was like, from New York, you read the newspapers, and this was like overbearing. And I said, I have to do something about this. And
So it's a true story, or it's based on a true story, but so what do you call it, narrative fiction?
Narrative nonfiction.
Narrative nonfiction.
Which is a story that is fictitious characters, but they're actually my family.
Yes.
That actually goes to Rwanda. Now, the reason they go to Rwanda, because at the same time, AT&T in 1994 was putting in fiber optic cable for the internet. So they went from like only the banks having phones, the regular dial phones, to internet immediately.
Oh my goodness.
They were one of the first countries to actually have a cell phone company in 1996, Rwanda.
But they were having some challenges too. I mean, I worked for the State Department, so I had all these countries in my portfolio, but they had some challenges as well. So you focus in on how they were and then how they got to prosperity. Talk to us about.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Right. In fact, my book takes place, I used only books. There was no real internet then in 1994. And I used the books on tourism and people gave me books when they thought I was, was writing about it. And I found that it was the most beautiful place. Rwanda had orchids just growing wild on the roads. And I talk about the flora and, of course, the fauna, the animals. And what happened was during the genocide, I even talk about that too.
What happened during the genocide?
It was I started before the genocide.
Okay.
Then the people come from Brooklyn, and one of them is the African American Council of African American Affairs.
Yes, yes.
Which are engineers that go to Rwanda. And my niece, I used her intellect, Candace, to find out how fiber optic cable is actually put into
the ground. Yeah, I remember.
So there's a little bit of that in the book.
What inspires you beyond reading in the papers? What said it's time to write this book?
This is what I want people to see and feel the heart and the ache of war. We read about it, and now with everything happening every day, Gaza, different places. In 1994, there were like 20 countries that were at war.
Yeah, we're getting close to that again, actually, yeah.
Well, this is the thing. People are getting a little bit too jaded about, people dying, children, starving, all of this. and it's heartbreaking to me. So
So what do you
my
hope
book,
people will see
Mhm.
at the end of reading your book? What do you hope people will do? What's the actionable?
right, the action, in fact, forgiveness is an intentional action
Yes, it is.
that goes with it.
Yes.
And one of the actions is to not try, but to promote peace and their spirituality.
Yeah.
Because at the same time in 1994, this country, the world was changing because we had Clinton, and you know what happened with Clinton, with the Republicans, you know.
Well, we're not going to
Well,
talk
anyway,
politics.
I'm just saying.
Not everybody knows
No.
what happened with it. But
Well,
yeah.
well,
But
it's
so,
a good thing to
yeah,
look up.
Yeah.
And it was a little harshness and a little greed coming into the country more than anything else. And it was also the world at that time. The last 30 years was a progression of this greed and people taking countries over again. It was like colonialism was restarting. So we look at this book, we go through the book, we get to love the characters. That's the main thing.
So you're hoping that people feel the heart of people, or the heart of humanity.
Right.
One of my shows here is called Headliners of Hope.
Mm.
And what are you hopeful about? Because there's wars going on, there's always going to be fighting. But in the midst of all of that, what are you hopeful about as an author and just as a woman out here?
It is said that where you put your attention,
Yes,
that is your intention.
Mm.
Okay, so
say that one more time. Where you put your attention
Attention.
is your intention. I love that.
will happen.
Yes.
So the more we think about the negativity,
Mhm.
the more you're going to get.
Mhm.
You know, in your head. Forgiveness is also in your head, and this has to be released.
What keeps you positive and inspired?
Life in general, because I've gotten to that point where this book took me down a lot of dark alleys, and I
Yeah.
had to get somebody to help me get through it also.
Yeah, and that's good.
And that
but
was
this area is really great for that because it's waterside. I mean,
Yes,
it's
yes.
very inspiring
this
as well.
is a great place to read the book. And any place that you feel hopeful, that's a great place. But what I'm looking for people to do is start to think about the negativity and think about, what do you want?
And what can you do
What?
to make it positive is
Right.
the other part of it. Yeah.
I also know from transcendental meditation
Mhm.
that you can radiate feelings to people.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
like you radiating love.
Okay.
And you just
yeah.
do that.
And we've had Christina Cuomo and others from Purist Magazine on
Right.
here
It
who
works.
concentrates
It's
on
real.
well-being. So what is your, if I said A plus B plus C equals success,
Mhm.
as an author, what's your A, B, and C? What got you to
Oh,
this
I'd like
point?
to be a bestseller, if that's what you mean.
No,
but
what were the tools, what were the components
okay,
that brought you the success that you wanted?
that brought
That you
me the
finished,
success.
you finished
Oh, that I
writing the
finished
book.
the
Yeah,
writing.
yeah. So what's your
Whoa,
A, and
okay,
B, and
so
C?
from 1994, I started looking at the newspapers. 1995, I actually started writing and interviewing my niece about fiber optic cables.
So your A
and-
is interviewing.
Mhm.
And what's your B?
And B
Is your research?
B is when I wrote, I got a grant, Emerging Artist Grant from the
Okay.
North Carolina Arts and Science Council
Okay.
for Chapter 2
I
in that
love
book.
it. I love it. And then what's your C? You got the book, your interviews, you got the grant.
And then I started teaching at a community college for full professor, and I had international students. I taught English as a foreign language. So I had the Africans from several countries, but one of them was from the Congo, and he explained to me, he said, you know, we don't really understand why the war is still going on in the Congo. And to today, the Congo is still having war. From
So
the
your
same,
A is interviewing,
Mhm.
researching,
Mhm.
getting a grant, and then exposure to.
I had total exposure.
I
had
love it.
so much exposure to, because at the same time that I was teaching in Charlotte, the Senegal 7 boys that crossed
Yeah.
the Sahara Desert
Yeah.
were in my school, not in my class, but I could talk to people about them and see them.
Okay,
And
we're just about out
I
of
know,
time.
I know,
So
I
let me
know.
just say this. How can people find your book? And tell us the
Okay.
title one more time. We're going to put it back up on the
Forgive
screen.
and Live, Rwanda from Genocide to Prosperity. My website is wendysmills.com.
Okay.
So you can just, go to my website. I have some video there also. And it is in Amazon, it's in Barnes & Noble, online. You can get the
Okay.
Kindle version, and
We thank you for sharing with us.
thank you so
And as
much.
our next guest prepares to come, we are so excited to have had you. Thank you so much. And the book cover is going to go back up as you're leaving, and our next guest comes. We have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sister coming up, Sylma Cabrera. And she's coming as Wendy leaves us. And when we talk about summer reading, I want you to also be cognizant. This is a great book. She had a beach book signing. So you can do some creative things with your work if you're an author, but you can also do some creative things in your look. And so our next guest is going to show us some ways to look fabulous. Come on and join us, Miss Selma. They look absolutely stunning as you do today. Welcome to Live with Sujay.
Hello, lovely to meet you.
The pleasure is mine. El gusto es mío.
Gracias,
All right.
gracias.
So you are the owner, proprietor of Pure Soul.
Yes, I am.
And I'm a soul doctor, so we just touch at the souls. Tell us, sometimes you find a place and sometimes the place finds you. You're on Shelter Island. Tell us the story of how you got there.
I'm now a Shelter Island resident.
Yes.
In 2017 in Puerto Rico, we had Hurricane Maria.
Yes.
And where at that moment I lost my businesses all at once, and damages at home, and lots of tragedy at that moment.
So you've been a businesswoman for a while.
30 years.
30 years.
30 years to be
So
exact.
are some of the pictures you sent us some of the places beyond Pure Soul that you've had businesses?
Yes, I've had businesses in Bali, Indonesia.
Wow, I've been to Bali,
Hong
yes.
Kong, Australia.
Wow, can you put some of her pictures up? We want to share. I want you to tell us what we're looking at when we see. This is Sylma Cabrera, owner of Pure Soul. We have a few pictures that you've sent today. Okay, now tell us where you are there.
Yes, that is actually in Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico, what part? Condado Beach?
Actually, Isla Verde, very, very close.
Okay, Isla
very
Verde.
close.
And yeah, I wore something like this today, so because you had all those beautiful colors together and that beautiful turquoise. What's the next picture that we have, Zach, and my production team?
That is a gorgeous collection of jewelry, all handmade. I represent a lot of artisans.
Really?
And unique accessories.
I love
and,
it.
yeah, the actual garment, it's a collection from Paris.
Oh, really?
But I like the mix and match of different materials.
Yes.
And always a little bit of a point of difference.
I love
we
it.
don't necessarily gravitate to commercial.
Right.
We like unique.
Yeah, I love it. So now you have some wonderful colors here. I know the camera's still off on me. I'm just going to bring a couple of these outfits over here because I think they are so awesome. Now this is bright yellow, which is like sunshine for the soul.
Absolutely. That is a designer from Jamaica.
Okay.
What I'm actually doing is I'm creating a platform for American and Afro-American designers that can have a beautiful space where they can showcase their
pieces. And this is Fashion Month, actually.
Absolutely.
Too. So what's this designer's name?
Her name is Kenya, and she works with gorgeous cottons.
Yes.
Very tailored, bright
very nice.
colors, beautiful finishing.
And tell me about this, because I love color too. Now, tell me who this designer is.
That is Carlton Jones.
Okay.
And Carlton Jones is from New York City.
Okay.
He's come to the Puerto Rico store. We've done events there and here.
Wow.
And he has a great following here in the New York area.
And who was the jeweler that we saw? Was that the one from Paris?
No, the garment was from Paris. That was a line called Oropopo.
Oropopo.
Oropopo, and that's all made with leather.
Oh, okay. I just got my first leather. Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Wow. So let's put the camera on Sylma so I can put these back up because these gorgeous garments. I mean, these just brighten a beautiful day. Did you want to tell us who the other designer was?
Well, that is actually my collection.
Oh, and you have your own collection?
I have my own brand for the last 30 years.
Wow.
And what I love about our collection is the simplicity.
Yes.
So we always work with beautiful linen.
Yes.
Everything is washed, and you can actually machine wash it, and simple, clean shapes that you can then accessorize.
Yeah, and this can actually accent anyone's body.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
I work
tell me
for
about
all
linen
shapes.
and traveling, though, in terms of, now, can you just steam it out?
Absolutely.
Okay, so this is easy enough.
The key about linen is that it must be washed. It must be garment wash. So it's nice and soft and it doesn't hold a crinkle.
So when we send it to the dry cleaners, it's the opposite of
It's
that.
the opposite. If you
Ah.
want the linen to be crisp,
Mhm.
then you know it will get wrinkled.
Yes.
But if you want your linen to be soft
And this
and
is so
casual,
beautiful. Yeah.
you machine wash it, you launder it, you get it soft, and that's how you fold it nicely and travel with it.
So what else is in your collection? I mean, this is wonderful. I know this fits me, so it may not be here after the show, but that's okay. So tell me what else is in your
I
collection?
do about 22 basic pieces.
Okay.
From pants, and of course, I pay attention to the different body.
Right.
Specifically, Latino and
African.
Afro-American
Yeah, we
women.
have different
We
curves.
have beautiful curves, and we
Yes.
need to accommodate that. We need to look elegant
That's
and well
right.
put together, but we must be comfortable.
Yeah, I must talk to you also because I do a lot of stage, and we want to find the right outfit that when you're up on the high stage, that people
Yes.
can't look under it,
That's right.
but it still has the elegance and the flow. So
Yes.
we'll have to get together. So I always ask, what's A plus B plus C equals success? What contributed to your success as I place this back up on here?
I will say perseverance
Mhm.
being number one, consistent. You have to be
Perseverance, the
consistent.
consistency, yes.
And love for what you do.
Really have to have that passion.
If you don't have that from your heart, nothing happens.
What age did you know you were going into the business? Now, my late parents have the longest running black business still in New York City. But so I was 5 years old, understanding how to negotiate and navigate. What age were you exposed to business and knew that I'm a businesswoman?
At 16.
16.
At 16.
And what was your first endeavor?
Well, I was actually a Girl Scout.
Oh,
as
really?
well.
Okay. Girl Scouting is in
Girl
the house.
Scouts
Okay.
are the best
Okay.
because it shows you leadership
Mm-hmm.
and it opens the door for inspiration.
Yes.
And at that point, I had the opportunity to do my first fashion show.
Oh.
My grandmother helped me make the garment.
And this was in Puerto Rico.
This is in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Growing up in
Yes.
Puerto Rico, never expected that I would be then moving to New York City to go to Parsons School of Design.
Oh my goodness.
So
My
that was
grandmother
the
was
beginning.
a seamstress as well. Yeah.
And
Okay.
it comes once it comes in your family, in your
Mhm.
blood, it's hard not to pay attention.
Exactly. It's there. So you went to Parsons School of Design, and what degree did you get as we're about to close?
I did a bachelor degree in design, fashion design,
Really?
but went straight to the industry by age 20. I was already designing for Saks Fifth Avenue.
So do you consider yourself a successful businesswoman?
Absolutely.
And where can people come to Pure Soul as we get ready to have our next guest come?
Yes, www.puresoulboutique.com
Okay.
and Instagram, Pure Soul Design and Instagram.
Well, I am on my way there. You know, it's just so wonderful to meet you. You are a
Likewise.
sister, and we
Yes.
celebrate you and your business. And thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
sharing this time. And as you prepare to go, taking those beautiful clothes, just take them to the other side of the studio.
Okay.
But as you take those, we're going to welcome our next guest, Venessa Leggard. So thank you so
Excellent.
much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. It was my
It's a pleasure.
It won't be the last time.
I
This is
look
the first,
forward
but it won't
to.
be the last. Thank you
I look
so much.
forward.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
So you've heard her, Sylma Cabrera. We met Wendy S. Mills, author. We have businesswomen, authors, and now we have another woman in business. The theme through this show is the creativity and the business acumen of these wonderful, wonderful people. So we are so delighted and ignited and excited for our third guest, Venessa Leggard. Welcome.
Hi, Susan. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You gave me my very first book signing with Sister to Sister in Brooklyn.
Remember that.
And you helped me sell out, and so I want to thank you. So we're paying this back. We got to pay forward. We got to pay back as
All
well.
right.
But you're now a digital specialist, and you're also a publicist. I saw you grow and just transform your business. Tell us how you got started.
I think Hampton's Mouthpiece got started just being authentic, being just who I am, passion and my love for the East End of Long Island. I love Sag Harbor.
And you raised your children here. So
Raised
you're a
both
girl
my girls.
mom.
I am a girl mom.
And I'm a boy mom, but that's okay. And our boys and girls are actually related, actually. So we're so excited to have you. Can we just see a few of Hampton's Mouthpieces? How do you describe Hampton's Mouthpiece?
Hampton's Mouthpiece is real talk, real people. And,
So
and
who are we looking at? Real talk and real people. Who's this?
so this right here is Dr. Sobel,
Oh
and
yeah.
I was fascinated with what Dr. Sobel does, and I originally reached out to him because I wanted to talk about Botox, and
Yes,
I
yes.
wanted to talk about skincare, and I wanted to talk about retinol. And I usually my interviews and the people that I typically like to speak with
Mm-hmm.
are based on my passion, my
Yeah.
inquisitive and being inquisitive and being, just excited about what they do and
And he's
how
one
they.
of the East End's exciting dermatologists.
He really
Yeah,
is.
I've heard his name so many times. Let's see what the next one of Mouthpiece. We've seen you on a couple of red carpets, some with you, some with Kurt. Just now, what are we looking at here? Who are we
So
looking
right
at?
now, this right here is an event that this was their fourth year being in the Hamptons, and it's Art and Soul in the Hamptons.
Yes, so
And-
soul is our theme today.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love this event because it brings in, it celebrates African Americans. It
Mhm.
celebrates actually not just African Americans, but people of color.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it celebrates culinary, it celebrates art, it celebrates music.
I love
So,
it. And
that's
where is
what-
it usually held?
It's usually held in Southampton.
Okay, and what month usually?
It's usually July.
Okay, that's awesome.
Mhm.
And let's see her on the red carpet or the beige carpet, whatever color carpet. Ah, now where are you? And that's Mr. Kurt, your husband.
Yes. So
You're co-owners of Photography by Kurt.
photography by Kurt.
And tell us where you are here.
So here we are at Art and Soul in
Okay,
the Hamptons,
okay.
and it's one of our favorite events
Yes.
to go to. So
It's
this is
beautiful.
where we are at.
And it's dapper. He's looking good. Tell him he's looking absolutely fabulous.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Kurt, wherever we go, people actually recognize him.
There you are. And that's another event. Where is that? That's a beautiful yellow.
That's the next day because the Art and Soul in the Hamptons is actually a weekend.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
A weekend event.
Yes.
So that was like the next day.
So you find out about an event. What can you do for an event? So we have Sylma Cabrera on the show. We have Wendy Mills. What can you do for an author, for a boutique? What if they say, I need your help? What can you do for them?
Oh, it's always so much that I can do for them, And again, it starts with me being authentic about the event, my passion for the event. And I usually talk with them, see if there's an interest, see if we can collaborate. Like you said, I am a social media strategist.
Yes.
I have multiple different social media platforms between Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Pinterest, you name it.
And didn't you get over 30,000 or was it 300,000 recently for an event?
Yeah, my Instagram page, Sag Harbor, which people always say, how did you get that name? I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know how I got that.
But you got it.
But I got it, and what I'm doing is I'm sharing Sag Harbor basically with the world.
That's
and
amazing.
It's amazing. It over this last 30 days, over 300,000 views. So
That's
obviously
amazing.
people like what I'm writing.
Yeah, well, we like it too. So I saw you walking down the street the other day with your meta glasses. You were actually videotaping as you walked.
Yes.
So tell us the impact of Meta, of AI on your business and on the world now.
So AI is actually taken over. I do like my Meta glasses. I think they're really cool. I like them and then I don't like them. I like people to know when I have them on,
Yeah.
if I'm recording you
Right.
or if I'm taking a photo. I don't want people to be surprised.
Yeah.
And that's the surprise element. That's the aspect of the Meta glasses that I don't necessarily like. So I like to share with people that I'm doing it. But they are pretty cool.
So you can actually walk and record. Now, do you not lose your focus just in terms?
No.
So you're able.
Because you're not actually seeing, it's not saying, oh, it's recording. It's
Yeah.
just recording.
Oh,
And they look like just regular glasses.
Okay, I
So
love it.
They're pretty cool.
Okay, so we can't live without AI. It's here. It's been here for a while, but we're just discovering it. What new things do you want to introduce using AI and your publicity and your social media? What do you want us to know about it?
So I think AI, you have to know how to use it. And AI is only as good as the information that you feed it. So for me, I might use AI when I'm looking doing research for someone. And
So is ChatGPT a form of AI and there are
Yeah.
others?
Right.
Okay.
So maybe with ChatGPT, I might say, okay, tell me every single thing I need to know about Tim Jones. Maybe I don't have the time to go through the internet
Okay.
to research everything about Tim Jones, but ChatGPT can tell me everything, and then I can say, okay, narrow it down. Give me 5 points that I really need to know about Jim Jones.
Got it.
And it just simplifies and makes things just a little bit easier for me.
It's amazing because when I was growing up, we had encyclopedias. We had to go to whatever letter we were looking up and go through the books. And then it was, the library became a different way. But now, do kids read anymore?
I hope so.
I hope so too. I hope so too.
I hope they're reading.
Yeah. Well, New York said their libraries are increasing, so that's a really good thing. A plus B plus C equals your success. What has been your formula? And what is your formula?
So my formula starts with being authentic.
Okay,
It's
that's
being
your A.
who I am. And my B is passionate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because with passion, it just comes out of you. So being authentic
Right.
and passion, and then it leads to the final project, the
Yes.
final, finished product.
So it doesn't leave you alone. When you're passionate about it, you're thinking about it, it's in you, and you see things with your eye that perhaps the average person can't see.
I do. And I'll take it depends. Like this morning my husband and I were talking about, I think, shoes. And from there, I'm just putting things together. Okay, shoes plus this equals this. There's a story there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I always go with trends. What's trending?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. How can people find you? We're just about out of time, but how can people find you?
People can find me through my website, hamptonsmouthpiece.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Sag Harbor, yes, SAGHARBOR.
I love it.
And also Hamptons Mouthpiece and Venessa Leggard.
Okay. Well, you've heard it first here. Thank you for sharing with us live with Sujay. This has been an exciting show. I don't want it to end, but we've got to. So you don't have to go home, but you've got to go somewhere, they say. Oh, but you are home. So thank you for sharing with us live with Sujay. This is my last guest, Venessa Leggard. We want to thank Sylma Cabrera and also Wendy S. Mills. Thank you for joining us.